Inter head coach Simone Inzaghi is proud of how his team played against Barcelona in the Champions League this evening. Speaking to Italian broadcaster Sport Mediaset, the coach stressed that his team had managed to overcome truly top opposition in the form of the Blaugranas, and also made clear that he is not too bothered by criticism. Inter had a lot of negativity that they had to dispel going into this evening's match, and a difficult match in which to do so. However, the team produced exactly the response that they needed to, showing that they are still more than capable of playing and fighting as a unified group, and getting a massive result doing so. Now, the Nerazzurri take these 3 huge points and an important foothold in their quest to reach the knockout stages of this competition for the 2nd season in a row. The team had a great game against a very strong opponent, Inzaghi said. We suffered together, we looked good on the pitch. Asked if he thinks that this win can be a turning point for his team, Inzaghi said that will have be seen. We haven't done anything yet, he continued. We've only beaten one of the strongest teams in the world. Inter goalkeeper Andrè Onana feels very happy to have been able to help his team to a 1-0 victory over Barcelona in the Champions League this evening. Speaking to Inter TV after the match, the 26-year-old stressed that the clean sheet had been one of the main reasons that the Nerazzurri managed to see out the victory and take 3 massive points in their group stage campaign. Onana made his 3rd start of the season and his 3rd in the Champions League against the Blaugranas, as he perhaps would have expected. The Nerazzurri came under immense pressure, although their goal was not necessarily under threat as much as he would have expected. Nevertheless, the Cameroonian did the work that he had to do to help the team to see out the clean sheet that, along with Hakan Calhanoglu's first-half strike, ensured that they took 3 points from the clash. Tonight was a special night for me, Onana said. I started out at Barcelona when I was a child. He continued that, keeping a clean sheet counts for a lot to me. It was one of the keys to winning the match. He concluded that we're very happy to have brought home this result. We hope to go on like this. Inter midfielder Hakan Calhanoglu feels that this evening's Champions League victory over Barcelona was a demonstration that the team still fights for coach Simone Inzaghi. Speaking to Italian broadcaster Sky Sport Italia after the match, the 28-year-old made clear that everyone in the squad still supports Inzaghi, as shown by their performance against the Blaugranas. Inter did not have it all their own way against Barcelona, as they had to sit back and absorb a lot of pressure, but in the end the entire team defended well as a united to keep Blaugrana's danger man Robert Lewandowski quiet for much of the match. A clean sheet that was very welcome in the context of some of the Nerazzurri's defensive struggles this season meant that Calhanoglu's long-range effort in the first half was enough to give the team 3 massive points in their Champions League group. Asked if the win was for Inzaghi, Calhanoglu replied, "Of course, we're all with the coach. He always needs our help," he continued. "I think he was happy because he saw a team out there fighting for him." Inter striker Lautaro Martinez feels that he could not have missed out on this evening's Champions League clash with Barcelona. Speaking to Inter TV after the Nerazzurri's 1-0 win, the 25-year-old stressed that it was too important of a match to miss out on with a minor fitness concern. Martinez had been a doubt for this evening's match due to a slight muscular problem that he had picked up after Saturday's Serie A clash with Roma. However, the problem was not determined to be serious enough to keep the Argentine out of this evening's match. Accordingly, Martinez was risked from the start against the Blaugranas, and in fact managed to see out the 90 minutes, not getting a goal or assist but fighting hard to help the team to a massively important victory. "This is a special evening because it was a win we needed," Martinez said, "and we certainly enjoy it even more due to the way in which it came. From here on, things will change," the striker emphasized. "We hope to start again from this victory, and this team spirit we showed." The striker explained that, "Today I had a bit of fatigue, but I couldn't not be on the pitch." Inter midfielder Henrikh Mkhitaryan feels that the team showed their confidence to beat Barcelona 1-0 in the Champions League earlier this evening. Speaking to Italian broadcaster Sky Sport Italia after the match, the 33-year-old praised his teammates for the spirit that they showed and the performance as a whole to take 3 huge points in their group stage campaign. Inter will not have had any illusions about the kind of opponent they were facing in Barcelona, with the Blaugranas clearly one of the top possession sides in Europe. Perhaps it was not a surprise then that the Nerazzurri had to spend long periods of the match working hard defensively inside their own half. Nevertheless, what the team did was enough to see out a 1-0 victory and gain a much bigger foothold in their group than they had when the match kicked off. "They're a very strong team, but we are as well and we wanted to prove it," Mkhitaryan said, especially after the last few games. "It was a victory that all of us needed to get back our confidence," he said. I congratulate my teammates for how they fought. Inter coach Simone Inzaghi will have to decide which players he wants to be at the heart of his team going forward if he wants to have more success over the rest of the campaign that he has enjoyed so far. This is the view in today's print edition of Milan-based newspaper Gazzetta dello Sport, who named goalkeeper Andrè Onana, defender Milan Skriniar, and midfielder Nicolo Barella as the trio who the coach must nurture and make the basis for his team. In goal, Onana has so far only gotten starts in the Champions League as captain Samir Handanovic has remained first choice in the league. However, in the view of the Gazzetta, Inzaghi must decisively break from the past by giving the Cameroonian the chance to be the undisputed number one, which would be merited by his displays so far and would allow the team to evolve stylistically at the back. Skriniar has not been at his best this season, perhaps unsettled by the transfer saga between himself and Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. However, in the view of the Gazzetta, Inzaghi must put his faith in the Slovakian at all costs, and put him at the heart of the backline to build going forward. Lastly, in midfield the Gazzetta looks at another player who's been in inconsistent form in the form of Barella, and once again argues that the 25-year-old must be trusted at all costs.